you can't tell, I'm quite a bit scatterbrained tonight. Yeah, but I thought it was the perfect time to film a video. Hi friends, welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Alyssa and this is a Creative Opal. So I decided to do something different this year. Granted, I started barely last year, but I'm gonna kind of do a podcast thing that showcases all my crafts. But first off, if you have seen any of my other videos, not that many, but if you have, you might have noticed I got a little trim from my hair, namely 10-11 inches. Yeah, on January 2nd, I'd been thinking about it for a couple days, but on January 2nd, I just kind of felt the urge to chop my hair. So I separated it into 4 ponytails and just kind of snip, snip, snip. And it was very lopsided. Do not recommend. Do not do it yourself. I was thinking I could do it myself. It was very lopsided, but I was able to be seen by a stylist and get it evened out. It's a lot shorter than I was thinking it was gonna be, but that's my own fault because I cut it lopsided and this side was shorter than this side. So whoops. Do not do. If you wanna, I'm gonna donate my hair. But so if you want to donate your hair, do not would not recommend chopping it off yourself. So many people told me not to after the fact. Mainly because I didn't tell anyone until I'd already decided to do it. So, you know, yeah, but I'm gonna donate my hair. And this is the shortest I've ever had it. I've chopped it. This would be the 3rd time I've chopped it. The other time was January of 2021 and March of 2015. March of 2015 I donated it, and it was a big chop too. But yeah, I didn't donate it. I don't think I had enough in January of 2021. But yeah, so I just kind of chopped it. Yeah, so that's why my hair is very different, and I'm slowly getting used to it. So, it's not that I don't like it. It's different. I probably would have preferred shoulder length hair, but, you know, it'll grow out, and I'm just trying something new. Yeah, so, pro tip, don't do that. Don't be me. But yeah, so this year I decided to kind of showcase all my crafts, not just cross stitch, just because I like to dabble in everything. So I have a lot of plans for this year. I'm thinking about doing of everything I made in 2022. Granted, it's not that much because I was also in school and graduated for half the year. So I was more consumed with that than making stuff in my free time because I didn't really have time. Because I also took 27 credit hours, and usually the max is 18. But I took that my last semester because I just really wanted to graduate and I needed to get all those classes in. And some of them I wanted to. So yeah. But did that, and so it's not going to be too much in that video, although I did a decent amount over the summer and winter, fall, but I don't know, still contemplating. But yeah, it's been a while. December was really busy. Work, I was crazy busy. Basically went to work, came home, slept. That's about it. What did I do on my days off? I don't even remember. Probably just slept more. But yeah, so to begin it all, I guess, I decided to hop on the bandwagon and try to crochet a temperature blanket for where I'm at, which is Washington State, Pacific Northwest. So just little bits south of Seattle. So we shall see. Haven't done any of it yet, and today is January 6th. I have all the colors, and I have a rough idea what order I want them in. Haven't made a temperature card thing, so hopefully I will do that. I'm also going to try to make videos more often. So weekly, by like every other week. So hopefully I can be able to do more and show more. But so oh, I need to look for that picture that I sent myself. So it was a picture I took of the order of the colors of yarn. So I've watched a lot of videos on temperature blankets, and I decided that since Washington is kind of wide range, that I'd probably go with the high temperature, because it doesn't really get, the average would just be like the same thing. But the high kind of changes more so than the low. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Then again, haven't started, so we shall see. Hopefully I'll have progress on that. I think I'm gonna do a linen stitch square, like for each month, and then outline it all in white. Maybe I should do black, but I have a lot of white yarn. So we'll see. But I have, let's see, these are all blue. I decided to do it in blue because I'm trying to use up my stash. I have 3 bins. Right, right there. This one below, and they're all full of yarn. So I'm trying to use up some of that. Some of it's my mom's, and trying to use that up too. But yeah, so there, I picked out a bunch of blue skeins. I had to buy like 2 or 3 just to have them more range. But that's very little in comparison to how much I had of blue, because blue is one of my favorite colors, and it's definitely my mom's top favorite color. So this one is going to be the lowest temperature. I was thinking probably right above, I was thinking maybe like 32 to 35 or 33 to 35, just because I wanted to differentiate when it was freezing. So I was thinking of doing that in black. This is Karen Simply Soft, and it's a 4-weight worsted in black. And then doing this one, haven't quite decided temperature ranges. I was thinking every 10 degrees. But then it was gonna be, this one is Impeccable by Loops and Threads. They're all acrylic worsted weight. Not necessarily a fan of acrylic, Just trying to use it up though, because don't want it to go to waste. Then this one is the next color. I don't know if there. It's Red Heart Super Saver. So there's that one. Let me just throw them behind me. Let's see. Then there was this one. Oh, I should probably say the color name, shouldn't I? So black. This one is Navy by Impeccable. And this one's Soft Navy, the Red Heart Super Saver. This is Red Heart Super Saver as well, and the color is Royal. Then I'm gonna do this like tealish color. Also, Karen Simply Soft. It is in the color way of Ocean. So that will be my next one. And this is as it's getting warmer. So then after that would be, I don't think it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Red Heart with Love Premium. And this is in the colorway Country Blue. Then I have, ooh, it's a big one. This one. This one was already in stash. So this is Lion Brand Pound of Love, not pounds, pound. In the colorway Denim. So denim. And then I have this one, Karen Simply Soft, in the colorway of Berry Blue. So I keep holding it upside down. Berry Blue. Then the next one, oh, sorry about that, everyone. No, it's this one. Then I have another Karen Simply Soft. A lot of these were in stash. I said that already. Light Country Blue. So, Light Country Blue. Then I have Karen 1 Pound in the colorway Blue Grotto. Only 3 more to go. Then another Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway Pastel Blue. So there's that one. And then I have 2 tealish colors to round out the hotter months colors. Hotter temperatures. I can definitely speak today. This is also a Karen Simply Soft, but it was for their 100-year anniversary, because it says 1916 to 2016. So, definitely old one. Math. 7 years. In the colorway of Blue Mint. So, Blue Mint. And last but not least, the hottest one I decided was going to be Karen Simply Soft and Robin's Egg. Yeah, so still figuring out the details of that. But yeah, so then, because I don't have enough projects going on, I was thinking about also doing a cross stitch temperature thing. Don't know what it's gonna look like. Haven't quite figured that part out. But I was thinking more rainbow colors for that one, because that one I could put on a bag or something. Like, I don't necessarily have to hang it up, because I don't know. I can figure that one out. Yeah. And then also found some really cool, like, embroidery diaries. I don't know exactly what they're called, but basically, yeah, just doing little embroidery stitches to kind of monument each, or not monument, like to, like, symbolize, capture each day. And in each, like, it's like a clock dial kind of thing, but like each little segment is a month. And I was thinking about doing that, although I haven't really done too much embroidery. I've done cross stitch, but I haven't done like classic embroidery. But yeah, so figuring that out. And then that was my mom opening the door. And then I was thinking about doing, yeah, so that would kind of kind of capture my whole year. And I think that would be kind of cool to look at. But still figuring that out. So, yeah, I should get working on that. Something I've been working on as well is I really want to try EPP, or English paper piecing. So I've watched I've watched a lot of videos on it, and I started tracing templates. Didn't like how long that was taking, so I ordered some hole punches. Woo! Okay. Some hexagon hole punches. It came in 3 sizes. I believe it's this. It doesn't say on the packaging. Like, this one says it's 2-inch. It says that 2-inch, but it is actually 2-inch diameter, 1-inch side. An EPP goes off the side, and this is 1.5, but it's actually 3/4 of an inch, and this is 1/2 inch. So I've just been punching a lot of those and junk mail. So it's like kind of cardstocky material, like not paper, but like heavier weight paper. So they'll hopefully last a bit longer. And I was thinking of stitch basting them, basting with stitching, not glue, just because I don't want to spend more money on stuff, and I already have a lot of thread from like snips that I've cut off, so I was just going to use that and tie it all up in a spool or something. But also with these, I've started also hole punching the center of each of these pieces. Oh, and these are in like photo box. They're supposed to be for 4x6 photos. But I'm just using it to hold this for now until I make a bag that'll hold it all. So, but yeah, so I just have a little basket right now with my junk mail and the hole punches and these little thingies, containers to store that in. So that's something I am going to start working on hopefully soon, because I got quite a few already punched. Let's see. Setting that down so I have more room. Let's see. I also, I'm just skipping around. We'll see if I edit this and make it cohesive. If not, then all the other ones will be, because I'll actually have stuff to show versus just supplies. But, so, oops. Then I talked about doing that floss swatch project in, I think, my last video, and I have a couple of them. These ones are all finished. I think I just need to cut off the like the little bumpy edges. Like this one has like kind of some bumpy edges, but this is color 6, if it focuses. Hopefully I got some focus in there, but I have a whole bunch of them. Like we got 310, 818. Not gonna show that one because it's the bright red. 915, you know, just a handful of them, literally. Like, I don't know how to show this, but slowly working on making more. I've started a lot. They are not close to being done. Like, I've started the color and the number, so I don't have to like carry like try to figure out what color it is. So I stitch that on first, and then I start the row, so then I can easily do it and just take it out and work on it when I have a spare moment. Which last night I auditioned for a show, a theater show, Much Ado About Nothing, a Shakespeare play, and was sitting there for two hours before going in because he was taking a lot of time with everyone. So I was able to finish, well, I spent time prepping, but also finished 3 of those little swatches that had like barely anything done on them. So that was nice. But in addition, I've also been slowly going in order. So this is 01 through 05. Like, I have a couple missing here and there, obviously. And then working on filling these in. And I have a checklist. Didn't bring it in here with me, but I've been crossing them off as I put them in here, and then I have another sheet where I've been crossing them off as I start them and then as I finish them for the swatches. So that's been helping keep me organized, and for this project that is kind of a mindless one. Once you have it started, then you can just kind of pick it up and do it when whatever's happening. So yeah, so but yeah, so I've worked on this quite a bit. This is the thing I've worked probably the most on for cross stitch, but I don't think, no, because I started this on Thanksgiving. Oof, get it. Sorry about the bag noise. But here, the piece pattern. It's not necessarily a Christmassy, I mean, it is a Christmassy one, but like, it's not like extremely Christmassy. So I think I might continue to work on it still, like have it as one of my projects I can go to. So that, sorry, throwing the floss around. But I have started on this, and I started this on Thanksgiving and have done only a little bit. But that's the start of P for peace. So I will continue to work on that for a while. I'm not going to set it aside, at least not right now. I wanted to finish this before Christmas, and then it became Christmas, and then I wanted to finish it on Christmas Day, but I didn't. I was getting there. Don't think I've touched it since Christmas, but I'm working on this little nutcracker from Mill Hill Winter Holiday, and it's a little Came in a little pack. And it has a lot of beadwork. So this is my first experience with beadwork. And I've done the legs, and then I'm gonna attach it to the rest of his body, which, did I even start on it? Oh, I have started. I forget. There's his body, and then there's his sword that I started on. That has beadwork, that's why it skipped the handle. But there's his legs, there's his body. It'll be attached like that. Yeah, but this will be cut out. So yeah, since it's a small project, it shouldn't take too much longer, I don't think. So I might just keep working on that one just to finish it. Just so I don't have too many whips laying around. Even though that's not a bad thing. But I do try to have my stuff minimized. Oh, I really should go get that. I'll get that in a second. No, I'm gonna get that now. Alright, Alright, I'm back. Because I wanted to keep kind of all the cross-stitch stuff together. So, besides the floss swatch thing, which is what I've been working on, it's the main cross-stitch thingy I've been working on lately, but starting Thanksgiving? Yeah, Thanksgiving. I believe it was Thanksgiving. I worked on this pretty much exclusively. I finished it. Yay! I gave it to my mom for Christmas, unfinished, because didn't know if she would want to frame it or what. So we are still figuring that out. But so this is a pattern on Etsy, really cute. But I did change a bunch of the colors. I think the only colors that are the same are the skin tone, the ears, and then the black and white eyes and the black outline. Like, I changed the entire drink, I changed the robe, I changed all the lettering. Yeah, so, but so cute, isn't it? Ah! So, my mom loves it. She was shocked when she got it. So yes, I gotta keep that nice and neat until we get it framed, or she tells me how she wants it framed in like a banner or mounted, or you know, whatnot. Let's see. Okay, so that's my cross stitch. Sorry. I also got, ooh, does that mean I have to get up again? Yeah, I do. Alright, bye. And I'm back. If you can't tell, I'm quite a bit scatterbrained tonight. Yeah. But I thought it was the perfect time to film a video. But I just grabbed this from my bedroom. And it is the diamond thingy. I've never done one of these. This is the first time I've done one. I got it for Christmas. Well, I bought it for myself at the quilt show that I went to back in November, and then gave it to my parents to give to me for Christmas. So, yeah, so didn't get to work on it till Christmas Day, but I'm loving it. It's square diamonds. It's not the circular diamonds, if you can tell there. But yeah, so I'll keep you updated on this. Yeah, it's kind of showing. Yeah. There. Ooh, there we go. But yeah, so working on that. It's kind of like cross stitch, but a lot faster because it's just placing. Yeah. So I'll keep you updated on this as well. Oh, I also, I think last video I showed you my necklace. I'm working on more like that. Yeah, I made a red one, I think within the past bit of time since making a video last. Yeah, so did that. Still working on that, like working on more because I finished that one. And I am also very much working on, do I have it here? Where did I put it? Did I put the yarn on top of it? Yeah, I did. So, I'm also working on organizing everything, but also organizing all my beads. Yay! So these are all glass beads. One of the, like a bigger size, they're all strung glass beads. So, but here's some of the colors. More colors. But, so working on putting all my glass beads into containers like this. If it wants to cooperate. But yeah, so working on that. Oh, I showed it upside down there. And then for my seed beads that are tiny, I started putting them in these Tic Tac containers. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Because I'm also pretty big on sustainability and figuring out ways I can be more sustainable, especially in crafting and like upcycling things and making new things out of old things, whether it be storage, clothing, like you name it. So I'm working on that too, because it hurts my soul to throw anything away that like could be used again. So from my necklace, I have a bunch of wires that I've cut up. So I still have those, and until I figure out what to do with them, like, I'll just hold on to them for now. But yeah, so putting my seed beads into little Tic Tac containers, and because I feel like they're perfect, because then you can just pull one out that's one color, and it's secure, it's like nothing will fall out, and it's like, it's secure, it's individualized, it's not like it's gonna like spill around and get mixed up with other colors, because that's a pain. Even though I like sorting beads, I like sorting things, I like sorting beads, having to do it over and over again, that's exhausting. So I really like this idea, and for the ones that I obviously don't know, I'm gonna leave blank, and the ones that I'm like just bought, I'm gonna label it like check 10 of 0. So then maybe the colorway, bead colorway, because I feel like that would be helpful in the future, because then I can just refill it, and then I have that container for that one. But yeah, so that's my bead organization that I'm also working on top of everything else. So let's see, what else do I have here? Let me move these out of the way. Okay. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's my bag with my floss swatches. I am also working on crocheting and knitting. So I think I've showed you a few of my crochet projects. If not, I'll show you in the future, because I will be making more. But right now, I am currently trying to knit a hat. The only thing I've knit before is a scarf, and I think I did it in garter stitch. yeah, because I just knitted the same way, and it was like on straight needles, so I just turned it, and then it made the little bumps, so it was like purl, knit, purl, knit. So it looks okay. It was in Green Bay Packer colorway, Red Heart, I think. Yeah, it looks like Red Heart. But I made that like 4, 5, 6 years ago. Can't remember knitting anything else. But I am working on a hat. Took me a while to figure it out and get back into knitting. I feel like I've knit something else. Maybe not. But I started with the size needle it recommended on this yarn, which is Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling. 100% anti-pilling acrylic in the colorway Royal Blue, my mom's favorite color. And I'm trying to do a center pull, but we're working. We're figuring it out as we go. But I started following a pattern, and then, I don't know, I kind of gave up, and I'm just DIYing it now. So I started with the, let's see, what was this size needle? 5mm needle, a US 8, to do ribbing. So 1 knit, 1 purl, and it was very loose. So what I'm thinking right now is so I switched to a smaller needle, like after like 4 or 5 rows. So I switched to a 4mm US 6. And these are the Takumi needles by Clover. I have a full set of the interchangeable needles, and this is the 16-inch cord. Oh, it's like 9 inches, but it makes 16 inches with the needles. I think that's my understanding of it. Still figuring that out. But yeah, I have a stitch marker to mark the start of my round, but it's been a lot tighter. I don't know. It's not the best stitch work, but for my first attempt, like there's it looser down there if you can kind of tell, and then it gets tighter up here. So yeah, not the best, but it is something I'm working on. And in order to remedy that, because I didn't want to have to rip out everything, because starting was the hardest thing for me, trying to figure that out. Granted, probably starting now wouldn't be too bad, but so I was thinking of doing a brim, kind of like folded. Obviously I got more rounds to go, so it's thicker. The ribbing's thicker, but then that very stretched out rib is kind of hidden, and can use it to encase elastic if I need to. But then after I do the ribbing, I was gonna do I think just stockinette stitch. Just keep doing the knit stitch all the way around, because I knit English style, I guess that's what it's called, because I've been watching a lot of videos on that too. Because I hold the yarn, oops, that's the tail. I hold the yarn in my right hand when I knit, and I do the throwing, I guess, but it's so hard with the purl stitch, at least for me it is. I can't figure that out. And then I was like, oh, apparently that the English way is harder than the continental way, and the continental way is holding it in your left hand, because I crochet with the yarn in my left hand and the hook in my right, but for knitting it just felt right to have it in my right hand. So like I am slowly figuring it out as I go, the how to exactly hold my yarn and my needles, so that's also why it's been messed up. Oh yeah, here's like, I feel like that's a better sample of like how it's tighter and looser. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm like very slow at knitting because I'm trying to figure it out. Got any tips? Leave them in the comments below. I will gladly listen. So this has been a slow work in progress. Hoping to finish this by my mom's birthday, which is 10 days. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but she'll get a hat eventually. So, but yes, so I've been working on this. She knows about it, so I've been working on it in front of her. Yeah, so that's this project. I'll set it down here. I also, at work, we did a Secret Santa, and my Secret Santa, because I was always bringing in like a crocheted bag to do more crocheting on my lunch breaks at work, she got me this like knitting crochet bag, and it's my favorite color. I was so shocked because I'd only been working there 2 months, and like more than one of those months, like a month and a half, was not even in the back with them. I was out on the floor doing monogramming. So I was like, didn't think they knew me that well, but I'm part of the family, and she got me this really nice bag. It's, I don't know how to say that brand name. Ludes. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so I was keeping it in here, that knit project, until it got all tangled up with a crochet project. It does have pockets to separate the yarn. I was just, oh, that's where that needle went. Sorry, I'm just finding stuff. And so I was doing, did I bring it? I thought I brought it. No, maybe. Yes, no, maybe so. Is it in this bag? No? So sorry, guys. I am a big mess. Well, I crocheted this like velvet scrunchie. Should I throw it in here? I probably did. I cannot find it. And of course, all the yarn is not in here either. This is the velvet yarn. It's like a 5 weight. Yeah, but it made this really nice scrunchie. Since I cut my hair, I don't know where I placed it. Because I can't put my hair in a ponytail. It's like an inch, if that, and then these strands always fall. Anyways, so this is the yarn, and it kept getting tangled. That's why it's a tiny ball, because I now have several balls of this blush pink, I think was the colorway name, yarn. But I made a really nice scrunchie, and I did a half double crochet. I did like 90 stitches on the, just a regular, why do I even carry hair ties if I can't put my hair up? On a regular hair tie, did like 90 stitches, and then I did the first round, half double crochet, then I did another round, and did another round, so I did 3 rounds. But then I did one for my mom in a different color. It was like a blue velvet. and it was 2 rounds because she didn't want it as big. Well, I technically made hers first. But yeah, so got all tangled with my knit project, so I had to cut this one up because I'd done. But I'd started knitting or not knitting, crocheting a tube. So I was using this, using this J hook 6mm by Clover to do it, and then I didn't like how the tube was forming, or it was just going too slow to see an actually scrunch the way I wanted it to. So I just did the ruffle one instead, but I didn't want to undo the tube in case I wanted to keep going with it. So then I wanted to try to find the other end, and that was in the center. I nearly tore it apart, made my scrunchie, and then had a big mess. And everything was knotted. So don't do that either. Yeah. So that's why it hasn't been in here lately. Dang it, where did I put it? Did it just fall again? So with this big mess, I had put like another stitch marker, and I put like 2 darning needles, 2 tapestry needles in here, and then I lost one in the giant mess. I also have my 5mm hooks for when I switch to the stockinette stitch, and then I just found the other one. No, I don't know where I put it. Oh wait, that's right. It's right in front of me. Oh, yeah, so put that there. And let's see. And I want to keep making clothes. I made 2 shorts. I made my graduation dress, the dress I wore under my gown. I made that this past year. It's actually right over there. But it was in a blush satin, and I just really want to make a blouse out of it because I have more fabric. I have a lot of fabric too, and I want to start trying to use it up. And so I want to make some more clothes for myself. I made 2 pairs of shorts, and I made one of those pairs of shorts before my family went to Disney World this past summer, and I just loved those shorts. They had pockets, they were deep, they were shorts because it was Florida. Oh, it was so nice. But I made another one, a Halloween pair. And then I like mending my clothes for Christmas. A bunch of my Christmas gifts were was me mending my family's clothes for Christmas. So that was fun. Yeah. And so I'm gonna make more clothes. Hopefully I'll have more to show you with that. And I used to kind of bullet journal, and so I really want to get back into it. Started a page, have not touched it since. But I was hoping to use this to keep track of all my craft projects, to keep me more organized than this chaotic mess of a video and my life. So we will be better organized in the future instead of just having projects thrown all randomly. So I'm going to yeah, be better about that in the future. But it's getting late and I'm kind of lazy right now. So I'm just gonna quickly edit this and put it up. And then still figuring out this YouTube thing, because yeah, lots of issues uploading videos. So hopefully I think I figured out a solution that would better be able to let me do that. But we shall see. So that is it, I believe, for now. Oh, I made this crocheted Santa hat. Wore it a couple times at work, and the pom-pom kind of fell out. But I made this back in high school with, I think, Super Saver yarn, because I didn't know nothing back then. But yeah, so working on doing all this and figuring it out, and trying to get more organized and less chaotic and jumbled. So I hope you still enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, keep coming around. I'm hoping to post more videos more often as my time allows. But I just really love creating things and working on projects. So that's, yeah, I think that's it for this. But feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. It always makes my day when I see I have a new subscriber, or I read through the comments. I like responding to everyone. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna sign off and say, well, good night, because it's late here. But yeah, so see ya hopefully next week. That's my plan. All right, bye.